Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Hey, welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. There are people in our lives we barely see, not because they're hidden, but because we're moving too fast. They're there in the background of ordinary moments. The person handing you your coffee, the one walking past you in the parking lot, the neighbor you wave to without really ever stopping. You recognize them. You just don't know them. And most of the time that feels normal. We've all learned how to move through the day like that. Get where we're going, do what we need to do, keep things moving. There's a rhythm to it. But every now and then something breaks that rhythm. Not in a big way, just enough to make you notice. I remember a moment like that. I'd seen this person a dozen times before. Same place, same routine. A quick exchange, nothing more. Just part of the day. And one day, something slowed down. Maybe it was me, maybe it was them. But instead of the usual quick pass, there was a pause, a real one. Eye contact that lasted a second longer. A question that wasn't automatic. How's your day going? You hear that all the time. But this felt different because they waited for the answer. And for a second, I didn't know what to do with that. It caught me off guard. I almost gave the usual response. You know the one. Good. You? But something in me hesitated. Just enough to be honest. Not deep, not heavy, just real. And in that small shift, the moment changed. It wasn't a transaction anymore. It was a connection. Brief, simple, but there. After that, I started noticing how many people I move past every day. Not just physically, but in attention. People who have full lives, stories I'll never hear, things they're carrying that don't show on the surface. And we cross paths like it's nothing. I don't think we mean to do that. It's just how we've learned to function. There's only so much time, only so much energy. You can't stop and connect with everyone. But I don't think it's about everyone. I think it's about noticing when the moment opens, because it does, more than we realize. A small pause, a second longer than usual. A chance to actually see the person in front of you instead of moving past them. And when you step into that, even briefly, something shifts. It doesn't take much, guys, just attention, just presence, just a willingness to stay in the moment a little longer than you normally would. I've had a few of those since then. Little moments that could have passed like any other, but didn't. A short conversation that went a little deeper, a name remembered, a laugh shared where there usually wouldn't be one. Nothing life-changing on the surface, but something about them stays with you. Because for a second, neither of you were background. That's the part that keeps coming back to me. How easily we become background characters in each other's lives. And how quickly that can change with just a little attention. Not forced, not awkward, just real. I think a lot of us are more open to that than we let on. We're just not used to it. So when it happens, it stands out. It reminds us of something we didn't realize we were missing. That sense of being seen, even for a moment. So maybe today it's not about slowing your whole life down. It's not about trying to connect with everyone you meet. Just notice when the moment is there. That small opening, that pause that feels a little different. And instead of moving past it, step into it. You don't have to say anything perfect. You don't have to make it into something big. Just stay there for a second longer than usual, because you never really know who you're about to see for the first time. It's true, guys. My friend John just did this the other day when we were leaving Panera Bread. We were getting ready to go. He looked over and had a pause about this guy that had been sitting at a table the whole time we were, and the guy was working on lots of schoolwork and everything. And John took that moment and he said, "Hey, looks like you've been working on a lot, studying for a test or something." And the guy responded back, "Oh, no, I'm studying to be a pilot. I'm testing tomorrow." And we connected. We connected, and it was amazing. I talked to him a while, John did, and this was somebody that we did not know before this. And a whole new world opened up. He actually noticed my book from Infinite Threads and wanted to take a snap of it real quick so that he could come and join us on the podcast. And see, little things like that. And no telling what kind of ripple that has set in motion. Anyway, guys, I'm going to spin on and spin out of control. But I love you all very, very, very much. And you know what I need you to do, right? Go out and pass that on, okay? Later, Gators. Bye-bye.